Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zahra Bizak, to help you leave Islam. Here to help you leave Islam, see for yourself, and then decide for yourself. But I will do my best to show you and doing my best, although I make mistakes. So hope those mistakes are overlooked and corrected in your minds. While some of them I do come back to correct if I remember or detect, right? And find out that I've made a mistake. So, but it's not a big problem here when I make a mistake, because we are human beings who are prone to making mistakes. Whereas this person is a perfectionist and wants no mistakes to be made, no errors. Yet Prophet Muhammad made a mistake in Surah Azab. He, according to the Sunnis, at that time he was not a prophet, but for the Shias he was a prophet. Hence this problem, conflict also between Sunnis and Shias. The Shias can't see that the mistake he made, although they say he was a prophet, and they do accept that what the Quran say in Surah Azab, that he adopted said by the pagan Arab custom, and it's clearly written in Surah Azab ayat 5 that the error you made or the mistake you made, it's overlooked though, but you did make an error. So it's even worse taking it like the Shias. If you see here Surah Azab ayat, but this is not Surah Azab. Surah Azab ayat 5, where Allah says, you erred, or 4 is it? So yeah, these kind of mistakes, if I make, please forgive me. My memory is not so good and all that. But you might find this academically very interesting, dull and interesting, right? Because I go to the Quran ayats and show you how pathetic and how imperfect the Quran ayats are. Like this one, we have something against polytheists saying, and look what similitudes or what examples they strike against the polytheists. Allah and His Messenger. No, this is just Allah, but I would add Prophet Muhammad in this. He's the main culprit. The poor Shias this time will kind of feel sorry for them, that the way they have been deceived by the imams is also incredible. Like they try to work it out. They think the imams have given them that, okay, here for the polytheists there's no intercession, for example. I will read out the verse. But in Ayatul Kursi, Surah Baqarah 2 to 5, I think the verse is 2 to 5. I'll go there, or 255. So it says, by the permission of Allah. The same word used here is said that it's allowed by the permission of Allah. So it's like the root word of this shufa, right? So, or shifa, intercession. So how unfair God has been to the polytheists, you can see. And the reasons used, it's pathetic. Like, this is a sadist, a kind of a gaslighter. No, not kind, but definitely is a gaslighter against the polytheists. You can see here. So, who doth more wrong than such as forge a lie against Allah or deny His signs, but never will prosper those who sin? This is Surah Yunus, ayat 17. Just reading it in case you tell me I've missed something previously and after also. So now reading the ayat itself, which is on close examination here, I'll be closely examining, right? So Surah Yunus ayat 18 says, and they worship other than Allah, that which neither harms them nor benefits them. So always it's like they worship other than Allah. So what the Shias were told that these are idols they worship. I looked at the multilingual Quran and yeah, it's always the idols they worship and it's haram. So it didn't occur to them in their minds that this also escaped their mind like this, right? Because it's like idol worshipping. No, it's false. It's a lie. It's against the Tawheed also. Gods. So they couldn't care to look at the rest of the ayat, like the reasons Allah gives. And here He doesn't allow. It seems like He's not allowing intercession. But then in the other Quran ayats, by the permission of Allah, intercession is allowed. And how the Shias have been brainwashed to think Prophet Muhammad's intercession is allowed, and therefore these the Panjatan Pak, the family, holy family, pure family of Prophet Muhammad, daughter, son-in-law, cousin, grandsons, two grandsons. So here we have, so again, rereading this part. And they worship other than Allah, apart from Allah, that which neither harms them nor benefits them. So Allah is telling you that it doesn't harm them nor benefits you. Except for like the black stone would benefit you. The Shia Imam has said about Hajar Aswad, right? But polytheists, no. And they say how they were brainwashed, the Shias, into this kind of thing. The Sunni, some Muslims say there's no intercession. Quran only, you can maybe like that, staunch Sunnis. But like they go by the book letter, like, yes, Durood Sharif on Prophet Muhammad, because that's in the Quran. Ayat, Allah and the angels sent Saleh, right? On this Prophet, you also salute him with a, good, whatever salutation. So here then, and they say these are our intercessors with Allah. Say, do you inform Allah of something He does not know in the heavens and or on the earth? Exalted is He and high above what they associate with Him. You see how this verse, even though those Muslims or Shias and those Muslims who believe that there is intercession allowed, and there are verses, one verse I've picked from Ayatul Kursi to show you against this, that whoever Allah gives permission for intercession. Now I'll go slowly with this. And they worship other than Allah. When Allah starts like this, Allah hasn't started like this. This is an Allah which the Arab Christians, the pre-Islamic people used to worship, right? And Arab Christians also of that time used to say Allah, call their God Allah. Then the Jews of that time also, because they have these names, Abdullah and all this, you can see, used to call their God Allah. And the Makkans definitely polytheists, because this is from their idol Allah. It's not original to Prophet Muhammad and Islam. Like Jibreel didn't come. There's nowhere written that Jibreel came and he said, call your God Allah, for Allah means one God, like that. Because Allah means, and it's Allah means the one and only to be worshipped. And it's not even, I think, maybe it's given like Allah one and only, but not explained properly in the Quran ayats. So it's just put there like that Allah, the one, Wahid, right? Your God is one God, Wahid, you know that. Not Surah Ikhlas, by the way, not Ahad, but Wahid, there's the ayat. Okay? So that. Now, and they worship other than Allah, that which neither harms them nor benefits them already, like idols. You see the image, the mind goes to the idols. And they say these are our intercessors. But what are they saying? Look at this. It completely escapes the Shia mind, because Prophet Muhammad is so honorable, and idol worshipping, even idol worshippers are niches. And of course, like the other ayats tell us against polytheists, that Allah has sent no evidence. You only worship what your forefathers used to worship. It's telling the believers, you have no brains. These people who call out behind the chambers, hujurat, inner, outside of that, to Prophet Muhammad, have no understanding. So what is drawn for us, the scenario is that these polytheists, and already were jahil, ignorant. They used to clap and whistle, in front of the Kaaba. This was the form of prayer. They're really tool men, like whatever, very old, very jahil. Then we're told in Yathrib, there is, they had the oasis, they gave as 5 to Prophet Muhammad, but it's in the hadith, right, of the Shias. And what this fadak was, it was an oasis. So well irrigated, and plantations, and a desert and oasis. This part, Medina, was very modern, very well, the infrastructure and all this, very well organized. I see that. So they cut down the trees and all, palm trees, Surah Hasharayas, and they had these fortresses, and so Jews were in a better condition. But about the polytheists, they used to bury their infant daughters alive. This is how the biggest, Satan could brainwash you against someone if he doesn't want you to believe in them. And he took great advantage of that by taking Allah as the supreme creator. And all the other religions, like Jews making Azra the son of God, and all this. And beyond is Allah, above all this that they associate. Even in Surah Nahl, you can see, right? So I'll just cut myself off now. I hope you understand the thing, how brainwashing is done, and how it is done here. This is what I'm trying to tell you, show you. Say, do you inform Allah of something He does not know in the heavens or on the earth? Wait a minute. These are our intercessors with Allah. With Allah. Now, not even apart from Allah. Right? Pay attention to this, please. With Allah, it's saying. It's not even saying other than Allah. See, I found this, with Allah. I mean, why wouldn't Allah accept, even if you worship a stone? They are saying this stone, this piece of stone, is like our intercessor with Allah. Because I'm so devoted. I look at this. An object, I look at an object. And it's taking me to Allah. You know what, Saad? Don't turn your face away from your earthly beloved. Has Saadi said this, or Rumi, or Hafiz? Don't turn your face away from your earthly beloved, because even that can take you to Allah. So, you see, we go to that, oh, Rasulullah, at one time I was like, oh my God, the highest intellect. What an intelligent person. He's telling us not to worship stones and the tools we use. Tick, tick, tick. Allow my devotion to my tool, my work, my stone that I'm working on. It's Allah, Allah, Allah. Whatever I do, like it's glorifying Allah. The grass is glorifying Allah. And then they will say, oh, you're going into pantheism. And you haven't given that estimation to Allah that He deserves. The one who has not begotten, who doesn't have a son, who doesn't need to be made as a stone, or the worshipping jinns. They're taking them as relatives to Allah. Right? But technically, consider this. Come down. Now, I would tell you, like I always tell you, right? Be intelligent, don't be dumb. But here I'm telling you, come down and be humble. Now. Right? So I am contradicting myself, but you'll see now this kind of humility when you worship Allah. A stone can make you, like you're devoted to that stone every day. But who is this stone? Even if, let's say, but I doubt that God did not send a sign or anything to them. Because there's another ayat in Surah Araf or somewhere they say, but where is a sign? These polytheists, they say, where's a sign sent with them? And He then tells them, wait, for it will come, like, in that. So it's like mumble jumble, they copy paste what? And the Shias, the mind is something, when you want security from your religion, it makes up many beautiful things, tries to make sense to you. Because, as for example, my father was saying, there's no one who has guaranteed heaven for their followers except Ahlul Bayt. They've guaranteed heaven. If you do this, you will go to heaven. No, Jesus Christ has taken upon the people his sin, their sins, and He has guaranteed salvation to the Christian, just that they believe in Him as Son of God and God Himself. But not the two, 1 in 3, 3 in 1, 3 in 1. Jesus, Holy Spirit, Father, all make up the God, one God, in Trinity. Anyways, you don't even, you can be a Christian and not be a Trinitarian Christian. So that was a lame thing, a reason that my father told me about. I think, the responsibility, you have to do good deeds, you have to work for heaven to get it. It doesn't come easy, like going there and sitting with this rushing, and this is what they are, in Surah Marriage, like I showed you. So, you see, you remember? If you weren't here, then for the newcomers and for those who weren't here for my live stream when I did Surah Marriage, so you can check here, they say that they rushed 30, verse 30. They rushed 24. So, indeed, punishment of the Lord is not that from which one is safe. And those who guard the private part. See, no one is safe. Everyone will go through the hell. We thought the bridge is there. It's as thin as the hair, one hair, this hairline. No, it's like a hairline, that bridge, or a hair strand. You have to cross it, Surah Maryam ayat. Everyone will come to hell, and those who guard their private parts, except from the, but whosoever seeks beyond that, no, it's not even 30. Those who are maybe 38. These are the believers. What? And they will be in gardens honored. Okay. So what is the matter with those who disbelieve? Hastening from before you, O Muhammad, just in crowds, both on the right and on the left. You see, he doesn't want crowds, I tell you. He's like, don't call him. He's using Allah to tell you not to call him from behind the chamber, saying, you're shouting, you have no mukh, you have no brains, you have no understanding. You are taunting the believers even there. Surah Nur also, but he's worse than the believers. I showed you yesterday in my live stream. He's worse than those believers. Surah Nur ayat has mentioned. I mean, if you take the Sunni hadith narrated by Aisha, in the witnesses about that, about her rumor, adultery on adultery and all that. And it was the men among you. So they say these are the hypocrites. Now when the Sunnis say these are the Sahabas who were hypocrites, they say that because, but you know, if some they used to tell the Shias that no Sahaba, Nauzubillah, Auzubillah, Nauzubillah. No Sahaba, everyone went for Prophet Muhammad. They were like, like this brainless. Yeah, here I would say, you disbelievers, why are you doing this? Look what you got. Nay, don't hasten to him. Nay, heart, nay. Lest some be this thing, be put on you. Blame. Nay, don't wash your soul in this pond. What dagh may be put on your soul that you cannot wash off with all the tears that you cry. Umar Khayyam, the finger writes and having writ. Right? Not with all your tears can you wash off. This is for the polytheists. I feel sorry. These disbelievers also. The finger writes. And now the finger has written here. No, but it's not God's finger. Actually, the Torah or some Jewish books were written by God's finger. Or the tablet that was given to Moses, the laws of God given. Laws given to him by God, actually, better said that way. The finger writes and having writ. Umar Khayyam. Let me just make an accent of it. Omar Khayyam, the moving finger writes and having writ. Moves on, nor all that piety, nor wit shall lure it back to cancel half a line, nor all thy tears wash away a single word. I think something like this. You can read it I'm sorry if I'm distorting his. So I can't go to Goodreads right now, right? Not all your... No. I don't even listen to myself. Goodreads. No, it's taking time. So please bear with me. Page unavailable. Umar Khayyam. Allah, I wish I could get it, but I can't get the whole... Okay, some other time, right? The Rubaiyat, from the Rubaiyat of Umar Khayyam. Not all your tears can wipe away a single word of it. So, here we go. Surah Marriage, and it's not uploaded. Oh, it's not loaded properly. From the right and from the left in crowds. And what do they say? And look at the mind of the Shias, how it's been distorted to this ayat. It's not explained. It could be, it's open to interpretation. It could be that they were running towards Prophet Muhammad for, like the blind man, for knowledge, for blessing. We run towards alams, our relics, Quran. Oh, sorry, the Karbala relics. What do we run for? We go there to, pay respects, touch the alam and all this. Does every person among them aspire to enter a garden of pleasure? Now let's get this straight, right? You see the problem here. You need to then take, I saw the tafsir of Shia tafsir. Terrible. I had to hold my head, hold my heart, what is this? What are you doing? What has he done to you? So the reasons given, does every person among them aspire to enter a garden of pleasure? So they were saying, we are going to enter before the believers. This is the blame put on them. Now do you see, I've shown you from Hujurat also. Do not shout, call, shouting, and this, and, wait, be patient until he comes out for you. Okay, so you go there, please explain properly. Are we supposed to knock, or how are we supposed to do anything like this? You see, if someone, like I was saying, and I didn't complete my sentence in the previous live stream about this Aisha narration, I found that verse, right, where someone blames the other person, Surah Nur ayat, too much. What does it, psychologists would say that, if you find the psychology of gossip mongers, they try to, I knew this, I had an insight on this also, not that the psychologist told me, but that, someone who gossips, we all knew this, right, who gossips a lot. He's, of course, habitual gossiper, no one likes them, because even if you, no one would like a gossiper against them gossiping, you can't trust him. So what happens is, no one likes them. And we all do it sometime or the other, right? If they gossip against you, would you like that? So what happens is, I realized that, sorry, I have to put something in my mouth now. I realized that they, something like to cover their own weaknesses, they heavily gossip or something, right? This I realized. Then later I got a saying that people, who are they? Talk about ideas. Those who talk about ideas and those who talk about, there's a quote saying, by Eleanor Roosevelt. Sorry, I forgot how to pronounce. I was in Karachi American School. Eleanor Roosevelt. This is her quote. Right? Small minds discuss people. Yes, but why are they small? Some of them, when they talk about people, they like to cover their own mistakes and all that, right? That's why another reason for rumor mongers, backbiters. Like we had rumor mongers, they have some complexities inside. Like when I was doing Shia Sunni on that psychological point, where the Sunnis in Pakistan were spreading rumors. We could understand that. And when you're content in your religion, you don't have to point fingers at others or put Christians down even. Look at their prayer, daily prayer, give me bread, Allah. Sorry, not to insult the prayer, my Lord. Right? Most High. So, this, and great minds discuss ideas, and average minds, what do they do? Here I forgot. Average minds discuss events. Great minds discuss ideas. But don't let me, I get stuck, I apologize. Like sometimes, right? The reason why I get stuck and I want to repeat myself, sometimes I feel I'm not heard. Like some Sunnis, Muslims, Shias also, they come here because you're so brainwashed, heavily conditioned that you don't see it. So that's why I have to be slow, repeat myself again and again. I apologize for that. But sometimes I do get stuck on something. So I go into a reverie. Let me just go into a little pause here for Peter Russell's sort of a little pause. So back to now Suri. So from Suri Unicide, I went to multilingual. What did I find here? What am I doing? And most of them do not believe, do not follow anything but conjecture. Surely conjecture will not avail aught against the truth. Surely Allah is cognizant of what they do. 36. Most of them follow guesswork, like no sign has been sent to them, so they follow. Ooh. Creative authority. Allah invites man to accept his creative authority. Very good. Aqam Hadipuri Allah have criticized him heavily. No, not him. Please, see this? 30. See, is there any of your associates who guides to the truth? See, Allah guides to the truth. Really? Who? After Abraham said, Allah, I go to Allah, Allah will guide me, what happens? Now, follow guidance from them. See, look how he puts against the politics, makes my blood boil. My soul. Hey, you see this? Oh, sorry. Surah Yunus, ayat 35. I get stuck like, okay, just give me a moment, please, again. Oh my God. Say, is there any of your associates who guides to the truth? Say, Allah guides to the truth. Any of your associates? Oh, sorry, I'm getting 34. Let me see, I can't complete this. Say, is there anyone among your associates who can bring into existence creation in the first instance? Tell me. Oh, look at how see, this is the thing, I can't take it. Look at the similitudes he strikes against you, against the Polytheists. Sorry. Not you, but you know what I mean. This then is Allah, your true Lord. And what is there after the truth but error? How then are you turned back? Allah. Thus does the word of your Lord prove true against those who transgress, that they do not believe. Say, is there anyone who among your associates who can bring into existence? Acha. And why have you made allies with yourself? Surah Maida 55. Associating with yourself Rasulullah and the believer. Now what if they say this kind of they bring forth this reason against them. Why have you made associates, Allah, in Surah Maida as allies? Your allies are Allah, the Messenger, and the believer. Can they bring into existence the creation? In the first instance, then reproduce it. This is like reincarnation. Oh, I got the ayat for reincarnation. Right? Say, Allah brings the creation into existence. Then He reproduces it. He also brings your souls back into bodies. It's reincarnation, not rejal, not resurrection. Right? It's reincarnation. How are you then turned away? The false gods. There we go again from Shias. A commentary. Below this, Surah Yunus, ayat 34, if you can't see the screen. The false gods can neither create out of nothing nor sustain the creative energy which maintains the universe. This is it. This is it now. This is the best, worst example to be given to the polytheists. Huh? What have they done? You see in 18 verse of the surah. Oh, Rasulullah. Allah, oh, what supreme creator, Ya Khalqul Azim. I'm looking at your stars in the night, starry, starry night. Qudrat, your Qudrat. Allahu Akbar. First moon. Mr. Sa used to tell me, I also see the first moon of your, like, when it's Eid. Allah, 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 Allah. How great to see the first moon and pray to God. Looks like a sword there. Salim ne kalejan rak diya. Kajrari. Sorry, excuse me. That's an Indian song. I can't help it. I say, is there anyone among your associates? I need strong reading glasses, and this is hurting my ears sharp. Please. So I have to go on, right? I have to go on. Now this is a very good example put against them, your false gods. Nothing like this, right? Because this is the great Allah, the Creator. Say, is there anyone among your associates who can bring into existence the creation in the first place, first instance, then reproduce it? Say, Allah brings the creation into existence, then He reproduces it. How are you then turned away? You like the Hindus tell us that our souls, if you go do something bad, your karma, that desire, that bad, that error, that omission brings the soul back to life in another body. God has given that thing in the soul. If you have some unfinished work also. Let's say if someone says, oh Allah, my mother went, I can't take it. Allah, bring my mother back. Oh God, bring my mother back. She's in a nervous breakdown. Even a Muslim. Like when my principal told me she lost her mother, right? Like that. So maybe she could, oh no, my mother. Oh God, please bring my mother back to life. Like you go to Jesus, read that Bible verse, Lazarus, rise. So, someone's prayer, dua. But you're not supposed to do dua to anyone. Of course, Allah. Anyhow, so that desire in the soul remains and then the person comes back. Allah has heard your prayer and reproduced it. The false god. Now look at this. Even the example is like, okay, existence is any one of your associates, your associates. So what in Surah Takwir ayat? Possessor of power, that messenger. This is the word of the noble messenger, and this is the word of the Allah at another time. I hope you can see it. Because I used to say, oh, when I read Mr. God, this is Anna, the book by Finn, Anna says they can't see it, they can't see it. And I realized that the Sunnis, I mean, why can't they see Imam Ali? You know, they can't see. They can't see it. Missing the point under the bar. They can't see it. And it's Rasulullah and it's Allah who has given them this ni'mat, wasila, after him. And at every age we have an imam, one after another. It's continuous. Whereas the Sunnis thing has discontinued the four Rashidun caliphs, even though Imam Ali is one of them, the fourth one, he comes right at the end for the Sunnis as a caliph, but okay. So you see, problem. Why can't they see it? Now I'm saying, why can't the Shia see what I'm showing you? So yesterday I was very angry. Okay? Today I've calmed myself down and said, look, because as I come back here, I've got to look at what I'm saying because I'm in a shock also, and that if I make any mistakes, that's apart from that, you know, for my educational purposes, like I forget, I could come back here. So I have to be calm. I really liked Little Faizu's way, patience and all this. With someone who was threatening them. Recently on their on Faizu's, Little Faizu's live stream. So how he dealt with it, it's like amazing. And I can't, I get angry and all this. Maybe because of my, I don't have, if I had that knowledge, you know, ready, like someone asked me that day and I forgot another verse, so I get frustrated. Sorry if I cannot explain properly. Showing and then explaining. Is there anyone among you? Now he's also made associates. I tell you, it's implied. Please see this, the messenger noble. They say it's Jibrail. Sahih International has put i.e. Jibrail in Quran.com website. Right? Now would you, if they had given that kind of this kind of reason, oh Allah, you made associates with you. Is there anyone among your associates who can bring into existence the creation in the first instance, then reproduce it? Say Allah brings the creation into existence. Now there's the all existence, and that, I love that they existed. Mullah Sadra. I love that. I understood it and I love it. Say Allah brings the creation into existence, then He reproduces it. How are you then turned away? The false gods can neither create out of nothing nor sustain the creative energy. This creative energy is produced by God, right? created by God. This energy has creative powers. This energy that God has given in it, the potential, right? And God, we are told, is not even energy. The Shias have been told this. Chota Girgit, hello, alaikum assalam. Salam, says Chota Girgit. How are you? Hope you're doing great. So, thank you for being here. Wish you all the best. Hope you enjoyed this stream. Get something out of it. So, you see the creative energy. It is apart from God. That's noteworthy. Thank you so much, Chota Girgit. Chota Girgit says, please continue, sister. See, the Shia say that you can't define God. He's other than all this. So now, there is a creative energy apart from God, right? Oh my God. Duality. And in this, there is the problem. In this one God, who is apart, who does not have associates, وَحْدَهُ لَا شَرِيكَ لَهُ, yet there's a creative energy he uses to bring into creation, yet he's not this. He's the origin of this, but not this. Yet the Shia say it's not this. You see, Shia say, Chota Girgit, you know, Shia say that God is not even energy. Shall I take you to Najl Balagha, Imam Ali? Imam Ali's sermon on this. What is God? If you even give him his attributes and what? You're defining him. If you give him this attribute and take it as that attribute, him, you are limiting him. So how to take Allah's attributes so that you don't do shirk, you don't limit him, you don't, all that. Apart from his attributes he is, right? Now, take it the Shia way. He sustains the creative. What? The false gods can neither create out of nothing, nor sustain the creative energy. So Allah then can create out of nothing. And sustaining the creative energy. Toba, 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 toba. That means that in himself, what is his essence? We don't know. We can't say. Imam Ali has said, don't even think about it, you'll go crazy. But this creative energy is apart from Allah. Right? Sustain the creative energy, which is not Allah. Allah is not the creative energy. Say, Allah brings the creation into existence. Then He reproduces it, but He's not this creative energy. Go through Imam Ali's Najl Balagha if you want to understand the Shia side of who God is and what is His essence. That His essence would come before existence. But He's all existent, right? He's all living. Ayatul Kursi. Ya Hayy, Ya Qayyum. And yet Imam Ali will tell you, what? All living in what sense? Huh? In the existence sense, that he exists, and yet he is not that power. He gives power to the creative energy or something, to create. God knows, I mean, how should, so I was, sorry, I'm not that, I haven't gone deep into that, I can't even find words for it. So this, am I going slow? I have to, about this. Creative energy which maintains the universe is not Allah. But Allah is behind this. He's the originator of all this. If I'm not mistaken, I think I've understood Imam Ali's sermon in Nahj al-Balagha about this attributes and Allah's attributes, how to take it. He's beyond. So if the ones they take associates say, we also worship this creative energy. That our Allah, you see, because there in Surah Yunus, what do they say? They say that our Allah has given power to this energy. We have pure potentiality. When I read Dr. Deepak Chopra, I was like, pure potentiality. And that's not even Allah. If Dr. Deepak Chopra says this is God, this is the Brahma, no. We say Shias, that's the pure potentiality God has given. Oh my God. But he's other. So I wanted to know God, hug him, this, that, you know. So, but anyways, let's just stick to this now, not go further than that. Creative energies, he sustains the creative energy then. The sustainer is him, the originator is him, Allah. Yet he's apart from this creative energy. Please go to Dr. Khalil Andani. I think there's a subtle line in the Shias, even Ismaili Shias, that Allah is not the creative energy. Or is he? No. Imam Ali says, if you define Allah by in any way, he's not that. So why? So then Imam Ali comes to saying that taking his attributes is, you know how to take it. I still can't work that out, what Imam Ali said. Taking his attributes, defining him, like let's say he's, you can't say he's creative energy. None knows what he is, in what respect he is, where he is, how he is, but he. His essence then. Let's take Allah's essence, not Allah's existence. Or if you take Allah's existence, then you see, you start to ask, how is he? Where is he? If he's not existing, and existence, Mullah Sadra went against Imam. That's why some Shias excommunicated it. Said, no. Yeah, they distinct him. Because he said, existence is God, the only reality is existence. But if you take the Imam Ali way, and the Shia, Ismaili and 12er Shia way, about Allah, Allah is not this creative energy. Then, otherwise it would be pantheism. So it's a big philosophical finding. I don't want to go into a debate, as I am opposed to what Imam Ali has said. And I'm with Mullah Sadra on this point of existence. God does not precede. God's essence does not go before. Maybe I got it wrong, I don't know. Anyways, but he's the nor sustain the creative energy. Creative energy is apart from him because he's the one who sustains the creative energy. Right? You get that point that Imam Ali has tried to make in Nahjul Balagha sermon, one of his sermons about God and the attributes of God and how to take it. So there's a creative energy, which is not him. If you put him in this creative energy, what happens? Everything that has been created without man, Allah is in it. Pantheism. Right? If I'm not wrong, correct me. Any philosopher out there? I need philosophers, oh God. Okay, let's 35. Now take a break from this like this is. 35 of Surah Yunus. Say, is there any of your associates who guides? So we leave this. Now we come here. Say, if there any, because it's quite difficult to prove, and then we have the philosophy, like the reason behind what Imam Ali has said, what Mullah Satra has said. Creative, sustainer of creative energy. Yes. The originator of creative energy. Yet he is apart from the creative energy. Otherwise the sun, moon, the stars would have been him. Say, is there any of your associates who guides to the truth? Oh yes, and yet Imam Ali has not explained that. I don't know how they have. I haven't reached that one of the books. I just read one of the books of my Shias, former religion, Kafi. But when it says Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth, and the example of this is that it's in a niche, and there's where I wasn't explained, but I couldn't get it how Imam Ali would put that. So 35, say, so it's quite difficult, but I'll go to the easy. Don't think that I'm escaping this. Yes, it's difficult, but then there's a other example given by God against the polytheists, which is more easier now to find out, okay? And see how wrong it is, this example given. This example is wrong. You may not see the problem in 34, but you see the problem in 35. Surah Yunus. Say, is there any of your associates who guides to the truth? Say, Allah guides to the truth. Wait a minute. Right? And Allah guides to the truth? Is He then who guides to the truth more worthy to be followed, or he who himself does not go aright unless he is guided? Unless he is guided, right? Unless he is guided by Allah. What then is the matter with you? How do you judge? My goodness. Only those guided by the divine guidance bestowed on them. So this means that those whom they take as associates and say, these are our intercessors with Allah. Surah Yunus, same surah, ayat 18. And then what has God done? Very straight. Go to the notes, my notes. Where was that? Huh? No. Okay, I'm trying to search, right? Men like us. Surah Anam ayat 88. No, 87 also. No, 80. And his people argued with him. He said, do you argue with me concerning Allah? This is Ibrahim now. This is Surah Anam ayat 80. Do you argue with me concerning Allah while He has guided me? Now, how do they know that Allah has guided Abraham, the polytheists of Abraham's time? And I fear not what you associate with him. Unless my Lord should will something, my Lord encompasses all things in knowledge. Then will you not remember? He's telling them, okay, then will you not remember Allah encompasses all things in knowledge. Surah An-Am ayat 87. Yet it doesn't make sense against the polytheists. I'll show you how. Please bear with me. And some among their fathers and their descendants and their brothers, and we chose them, and we guided them to a straight path. Then Surah An-Am ayat 88 says, that is the guidance of Allah, by which He guides whomever He wills of His servants. But if they had associated others with Allah, then worthless for them would be whatever they were doing. Right? But Allah is associated with Himself. Whom? He's given guidance. Surah An-Am ayat 90 says, O Muhammad, those are the ones Allah guided to the right way. Follow then their way. Not Allah's way, but association, right? Their way is Allah's way, because Allah has guided them. Now you follow their guidance. Proper translation of this Surah An-Am ayat 90 is about this. So from their guidance, take an example. Say, I ask of you, but this point is very important here. Surah An-Am ayat 90, this part of the ayat is very important. Allah has guided them. Now how do those polytheists know that Allah has guided them? So Allah encompasses all in knowledge. They could say the same thing, that through His knowledge we gathered, however it may be, whether meditating, insight, reflecting, trying to find Allah inside, maybe rather than outside His creation, whatever is His creation, and then you say, what is not created? Like that, logically also. What is that? Can you find something which is not created, which is uncreated? So these ayats are coming back to the association, even for the prophets. You see this? So now they would ask themselves, it wasn't making sense to me. So now you ask yourself, right? Wouldn't you go thinking, okay, contemplate? Because you see, Allah what Abraham says here, then will you not remember? Bring to mind. And what is this mind you're bringing to? Mind itself is a created thing. And if you bring to the mind, it will spoil it. Because mind itself is the creation. And if you remember, try to remember from your mind, you will not be able to remember. So that's why rightfully so the Hindus, the Buddhists, those who meditate and reflect, what is there? Let's say, is there something which is uncreated? And so you put your mind aside even, because mind itself is created. So using the mind and knowledge in this, you would not come close to God, you will come close to His signs again. And again the problem of polytheists can get signs. Polytheists say they have got signs. Here is an ayat I found. Where is it last night? Right? This is the problem. And they worship other than that which neither harms them nor benefits them. And they say these are our intercessors with Allah. Say, do you inform Allah of something He does not know in the heavens or on the earth? Again, without knowledge, like you're doing this, and without information from Allah, right? It would mean that you're making intercessors now. Exalted is He, and high above what they associate with Him. Then, and mankind was not but one community, but they differed, and a word from proceeded concerning what they differ then. And they say, why is a sign not sent down to him from his Lord? See, these polytheists are also asking the same. Why not signs then? Now what would you say? So say, the unseen is only for Allah. So wait. Indeed, I am with you among those who wait. Maybe we go to Surah Najm and see what he saw in his heart. Fu'ad. And will you dispute with him what he saw? He's telling the companions, because he says your companion has not strayed, mad or possessed or something in that, right? What's happened here? Those who have been taking intercessors, Surah 18 ayat, in the 18 ayat, are now asking, and they say, why is a sign? They're asking a very legitimate question. Ayat. And they say, why not is sent down? Nazil, like revealed, revelation to him, like through revelation sent down or something. Unzil, what's the, no wait, unzila, right? To him. Maybe it means that like in a revelationary form, I don't know. I may be wrong. But it's not that important right now. But sent down to him a sign. Ayat. Their question is legitimate. Now this brings up that what has by and also from his Lord. So even they must have believed in signs sent down from the Lord to have asked such a question to him. So say, only the unseen. Oh goodness. Look at the answer given. Is for Allah. No. Say that these are the signs being sent down by Allah. What else are they? Wrong. Quran has error in this ayat. Don't try to make sense of this, adding it with another. No, the answer given here is what? Answer is not given here. That what about this sign as you are reading it, this ayat has come down. And how can they believe in this ayat? Look at what it's saying. How could they believe in it? Such a stupid answer given to them. It's like deplorably pathetic. If you don't see this, how will you be a lawyer, a detective, an investigator? Huh? How can you tell that hidden murderer, the hidden covert narcissist, the hidden criminal? Now last time in my previous live stream, on Surah Nur ayat, Prophet Muhammad was the one behind who set this up against Aisha, the adultery rumor against Aisha. Also, although Aisha's name is not mentioned in the Quran, but I went with the Ahl Sunnah hadith in Sahih Bukhari. There's a reason why I went with the Ahl Sunnah hadith, right? And did I give you, because you see, when I saw his cunning ways, slowly building up, Surah Tahrim ayat, he can break a law, and then he's even exempted from the oath he's taken. He's protected. Breaking a law. He's a prophet. Then I saw his Allah style in the Quran ayats, right? And in his action in Surah Tahrim, in Surah Ahzab also. I realized his way was very cunning, satanically diabolical. Right? So that pattern I took, I saw it through the Quran ayats, like telling Zayd to keep his wife, fear Allah, himself. I looked at the Shia side, tafsirs. I saw that there's something really wrong in this person. No, it's not right. I saw in this person a very diabolical thing, manner, way, things. So that's why I came to narrated by Aisha about Surah Nur ayat on her rumor on adultery. I said, no, it's not your hypocrite among you. He's the greatest hypocrite because I saw he's the greatest hypocrite in the Quran. That's why I took recourse to that hadith. I saw his pattern diabolical. You understand? Like, for example, I've had Khalil Gibran's, honey poisoned, right? Honey poison. You know वो मीठी छुरी से काटना, they say in Urdu. Sorry, English, Arab English people. I apologize for that, Malaysian or all those, non-Urdu Muslims. Honey poisoned by Khalil Gibran. You see how you can kill a person or get him to commit suicide. And he's done this. His Allah tells us, right? To commit suicide. If you think that Allah will not help him. And for the Jews also in Surah Jummah, why don't they wish for death? But they will never wish for death. And then you're told it's haram to wish for death. And things like that, like if they don't go for war, well, death will come anyways. But protect your children from death. And protect yourselves from death at times, he tells the believers. Honeyed poison by Khalil Gibran extracts. It's not the whole story I wrote here. So it's like this. Nabi was carried to his miserable mother, who upon seeing the lifeless body of her only son lost her sanity in shock and soon joined him in eternity. Mother also dies. Susan was led slowly into her home, wavering between faltering life and gasping death. As Father Stefan reached his home, under bent shoulders, he fastened the door, adjusted his reading glasses, and in a quivering whisper commenced reading to himself the message he had taken from the hand of the departed Nabi. And he's dead now. Nabi is dead. My dearest friend Nabi, I must leave this village of my fathers, for my continued presence is casting misery upon you, and upon my wife, and upon myself. You are noble in spirit, and scorn the betrayal of friend or neighbor. And although I know that Susan is innocent and virtuous, I know also that the true love which unites your heart and her heart is beyond your power and beyond my hopes. I cannot struggle longer against the mighty will of God, as I cannot halt the strong flow of the great Kadisha river. You have been my sincere friend, Nabi, since we played as children in the fields, and before God, believe me, you remain my friend. I beg you to ponder with good thoughts upon me in the future as you did in the past. Tell Susan that I love her and that I wronged her by taking her in empty marriage. Tell her that my heart bled in burning pain each time I turned from restless sleep in the silence of the night and observed her kneeling before the shrine of Jesus, weeping and beating upon her bosom in anguish. There is no punishment so severe as that suffered by the woman who finds herself imprisoned between a man she loves and another man who loves her. Susan suffered through a constant and painful conflict, but performed sorrowfully and honorably and silently her duties as a wife. She tried but could not choke her honest love for you. I am leaving for distant lands and will never again return, for I can no longer act as barrier to a genuine and eternal love, embraced by the enfolded arms of God. And may God, in His inscrutable wisdom, protect and bless both of you. Faris. Father Estefan folded the letter, returned it to his pocket, and sat by the window that opened upon the distant valley. He sailed long and deep in a great ocean of contemplation. Please sail long and deep in a great ocean of contemplation about the triad. Zaid, Zainab bin Josh, and Muhammad. And after wise and intense meditation, he stood up suddenly. You see what happened to me? Surah Zabayat. As if he had found between the plaited folds of his intricate thoughts a delicate and horrible secret. That's what I found against Prophet Muhammad, disguised with diabolical shyness and wrapped with elaborate cunning. He cried out, "How sagacious you are, Faris! How sagacious you are, Muhammad, Prophet! How massive yet simple is your crime! You sent to Zaid." Okay, but you sent to him honey blended with fatal poison and enclosed death in a letter. And when Nabi pointed the weapon at his heart, it was your finger that discharged the missile, and it was your will that engulfed his will. ... How clever you are, Faris! How clever you are, Muhammad, Prophet of Islam. He returned quivering to his chair, shaking his head and combing his beard with his fingers, and upon his lips appeared a smile whose meaning was more terrible than the tragedy itself. He opened his prayer book and commenced reading and pondering, and at intervals he raised his head to hear the wailing and lamentation of the women coming from the heart of the village of Tula, close by the holy cedars of Lebanon. Okay? So this, you come back here to Surah Yunus ayats. The unseen is only for Allah. So wait. Indeed, I am with you among those who wait. Right? What? This answer for them? No. It should be something else. Be intelligent. Don't be scared. Now, no more. We have ex-Muslims everywhere on YouTube, social media to help you come out of this fear for the fire of hell, for the burning, 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 eternally. Disbelievers, infidels. And here also you will be punished, don't worry. So, Ayatul Kursi, where is it? You see how it has divided you, Sunni and Muslim? The Sunnis are so scared. Yet, and so scared that they even go against Shias in a violent manner at times and kill them. They badnaam their religion. They give a bad name to religion. I have to save my religion. I have to kill a Shia. It will give me paradise. God knows how many hurries. Neither slumber seizes him nor sleep. To him belongs all that is in the heavens and all that is in the earth. Who is there? Who is there who might intercede with him? Save with his leave, permission. Here you got it. You got it right. When you Muslims, all of you unanimously quote, oh, Islam is such a peaceful religion, tolerant. There is no compulsion in religion. It's an Ayatul Kursi, part of Ayatul Kursi. I don't want to come to that. There's no compulsion in religion. Truth stands out clear from error. I think it is, the Shias have a longer Ayatul Kursi. Maybe. Wait a minute. Truth, where's that? I thought it was in Ayatul Kursi here. Who is it that can intercede with him except by his permission? Hello? And what's the word here? Same used for the Polytheists. That they take these intercessors and they say that they intercede for us with Allah. Shias couldn't see it, that he's a chore. He choried, he stole, he's a robber, he's a caravan robber. Shias couldn't see that he's stolen these parts of ayats from what was given to Polytheists, brought down to Polytheists, the signs, and put that. That's why it's in such a mess. And they're trying to make sense out of it. They did it a long time ago. Their imams gave it to them. Lying deeply. We are holy imams, chosen by Allah, from Imam Ali. Ghadir Khum. Eid Ghadir. Celebrate Eid Ghadir. I hope the Shia see this now, that these are patches from ayats from Polytheists also. That's why the mess, that's why the conflict, that Sunni and Shia can't come together on so many points that I cannot tell you. Someone said, right, Chota Girgit said, please can you explain why the Shias don't take Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim? The Sitta, the 6-7 books of the Sunnis, authentic. First one is Sahih Bukhari. Second one is Sahih Muslim. Third one is Abu Dawud. Which one? I am just guessing the third one. Now you see this here. This and the word. Look at the word here. For intercession is the same. So, Shias, you have been betrayed like anything, and you're betraying when I find out what you've done, and please now come out of it. Don't do it. Don't give this to your children. Don't let your children go near this. Now it overtakes him. To him belongs whatever is in the heavens and the earth, and the one who can intercede. Yashfa'u. It's from Shafi. Shifa. Intercession. But who can intercede with him except Allah? So Shias, I know, Allah, by his permission, right? This means, what does this mean here? If he gives permission, another can intercede. Alas, if the Sunnis could see this, but they won't be able to. because the whole thing is a lie. It's stolen, and you have conflicts between Muslims. One book, one Allah, one Rasulullah, and so many conflicts you have that you can go and kill them, your fellow Muslims, on these conflicts, religious. Sunnis can go and kill Shias on this conflict. Salafis can go and kill Shias on this conflict. Salafis even turn away from their Ahl Sunnah, saying, why are they going to the grave if they grieve, if they shed tear? Isn't it haram? Where was it? There's a school of thought, they forbid crying for the dead. Because Rasulullah didn't cry for anyone. And we are told he cried for Qas, his son with Maria the Coptic who died, or what, the son that died, baby, infant son. Wasn't it? In Martin Links, and I'm reading this and I'm saying, well, Umar said it's haram. Or who said, wherever I was reading it was Martin Link's earliest history about Prophet Muhammad's life. From the earliest sources, right, about Prophet Muhammad's life. Martin Link's book I had bought. It's in Karachi. What else is there? Then we will surely relate their deeds to them with knowledge, and we are not at all absent. Then shall we question those to whom our message was sent, and those whom we sent it to. Meaning, look at what God is saying here. He's going to question later on, then. Then will we, then. It's then. When then? It's too late now, God. What if this prophet, his messenger, did not convey, and he's been given a warning? Convey this. If you do not convey this, you have conveyed nothing. And the Shias have gone mad on that ayat. We need to see that, because if you miss this point, it doesn't say point. Some say it's la ilaha illallah. Sunnis, convey this. If you do not convey this, Shias have worked it out. It's Imam Ali, Wilayat. Then you have not conveyed it. The disbelievers have despaired on this day of your religion, of Islam. This, that. Now, excuse me, Surah Araf, Ayat 6. Look at this. Then we will surely question those to then. Then when? When it's too late, when they are burning, when thus our punishment took them, no cry did they utter but this, indeed we did wrong. Then we will surely question those to whom a message was sent, and we will surely question the messengers to see how dutifully they convey them. You can't even trust in these messengers, associates with God. In His divinity? If you're again going to say in His divinity and not in His divinity, not in His divinity, I will show you that. Allah will question these messengers He sent, Rasuls. When? Then. And we shall call to account the messengers. What? You don't want to follow this. You don't want to follow this, Allah. And how come afterwards, in the end, Allah will question His messengers? That's crazy. He should have corrected them here and now, right? While they were making mistakes and not conveying it dutifully to the ones. And the punishment is like, here, before this ayat is another ayat. When thus our punishment took them, no cry did they utter but this. Indeed, we did wrong. So now why is Allah saying that even later on we will question the messengers? Isn't it enough that you see that here, Surah Jinn ayat, you've sent guards and that they convey the message. The messenger conveys the message properly, the chosen one of your messenger. Please, what is this? This not from the true Allah. Even a human being at my age now can see this and analyzing, closely examining. What kind of a thing is this? That we will surely question the messengers even. Not only the ones who have received the message from them, but his messengers. His messengers. Then we will surely relate their deeds to them with knowledge. And we were not at all absent. We were not at all absent. But if this was ghair messenger, ghair Allah messenger, what would it be? And we will surely question the messengers. Mursaleen. And surely we will question the messengers. Look at this. Do you think these are the ghair Allah messengers? Not chosen by Allah? Or the ones chosen by Allah? These are the messengers chosen by Allah, right? How many towns have we destroyed for their sins? Our punishment took them on a sudden, by night, or while they slept for their afternoon rest. Let's see. Oh, I'm so tired. Sometimes the Shias, they don't come to the point, they don't answer multilingual Quran. Then we will surely question those to whom was sent a message. And then surely we will question those to whom we sent to them messengers. Very good. We sent to them messengers. Right? We sent. Please look at this, problem solved. Don't need to go to multilingual Quran. Where is it? Then surely we will question those to whom, word sent, sorry, problem not solved. Sorry, I made a mistake, we sent. No. Why did I make this mistake? I have to contemplate. Were sent to them messengers? Look at the way he's put this. Should have been we sent. But were sent messengers? And who was sending messengers? All the time. No, this is ilayhim. To them. Well, annasta. And no. Mursaleen. What is this ilayhim? To them. Then surely we will question those to whom were sent to them. To them. It doesn't say messengers. This is in brackets. I have to go to multilingual Quran on Surah Araf, verse 6 now. And what's this? And surely we will question the messengers. Mursaleen. Okay. Are these the ghair Allah? Multilingual. Okay, although for me it is enough. I've left. But I need to burn more bridges like this, questioning. Surah Araf, Ayat 6. Is it the disbeliever messenger Mursaleen? Commentary on most certainly then we will question those to whom the messengers were sent. And most certainly we will also question the messengers. As has been said in Al-Hadith 25 and Ibrahim 4, messengers of Allah were sent to every people to show them the right path. Therefore, all people will be questioned as to how they treated the messengers of Allah. Yes, it's about the messengers of Allah. It's not about ghair Allah messengers. and followed their teachings, the messengers of Allah will bear witness over their followers when they will be asked to give their report about them. The Holy Prophet, see commentary of An-Nisa ayat 41, will be a witness over all the witnesses, which means he was present in all times of all the prophets. It is obvious that the omniscient Creator, all aware of everything that took place, will lay bare before them what they used to do. See Yasin 65. We will put a seal upon their mouths and their hands will speak to us, and their feet will bear witness as to what they used to do. In verse 8, wazan literally means weight, implies that deeds examine mental attitude, signs of guide leaders appointed by Allah. Yazlimuna refers to those who treated the signs of Allah with injustice. The Holy Prophet and his Ahlul Bayt are the signs of Allah. So those who persecuted and killed them are referred to as the Zalimin and Kafirin. Wait a minute. Shia commentary. And misses this point to properly explain to you because this doesn't make sense. Right? But certainly we will also question the messengers. Why would Allah also question the messengers? Baba maaf karo, Allah maafi. Do you see this? Subtle point. And most certainly we will question the messengers. Have they come true to their duty? In the end also they will be questioned. The messengers will also not be left. Oh, you would say such a great Allah justice. He will still question the messengers. Make it easy, please. Look, you don't need this Allah to question the messengers again and again and again and again, and even in the end, and correct the messenger. Like the Sunnis say, in what ways was Prophet Muhammad corrected? He was making errors, omissions. He didn't know at times. He used to ask his companions. He would ask them, give me advice, this, that, right? At times, like such a great person. How many times are you going to ask your Allah is going to ask these messengers? Keep correcting them. What if they... Now, why would Allah question the messengers? It could be that they have, or just to make so sure that again in front of all the witnesses, they will be again brought forth. Prophet Muhammad will be a witness, and all the messengers will be questioned again. Did you say, I know? Come, because, Isa, Jesus, Isa ibn Maryam, Isa, did you tell them to take two gods? Again and again, acha. In this way, okay, the Shia say, and maybe the Sunnis also. Surah Ma'idah at 116. So taxing, really. And beware the day when Allah will say, Allah will question Jesus again. And what will be Jesus' reply? Because his people have gone astray. Oh Jesus, Son of Mary, did you say to the people, take me and my mother as deities besides Allah, apart from Allah? Sana, say to the people, my mother, two gods, as two gods from besides Allah. Yes, it's two gods and it's besides Allah. He will say, exalted are you. Oh, that's why the messengers. This is how and why the messengers in the end will be questioned. Again, to tell those Christians, look, no. So he will again have to bear the truth there of Tawheed. It was not for me to say that to which I have no right. If I had said it, you would have known it. You know what is within myself, and I do not know what is within yourself. This really got to me. See, Allah has kept some secrets within himself. I don't know how to. Oh God, now we come to another problem. And I do not know what is within yourself, your nafs. Ya Allah, myself, and not I know what is in yourself, nafsika. Guess what is in his self? He's ascribed mercy on his what? So, Jesus Christ doesn't know what is within Allah. That's just so terrible. Within yourself. Indeed, it is you who is the knower of the unseen. But then how come he will be a witness? Prophet Muhammad will be a witness? Please, see the... Is there... What kind of a error is here? Now, it's dragged me to another point, which I have to now continue second part of this. So, and if I can figure this out, I do not know what is within yourself. Do you see a problem with this? Or so anyways, the Shia say this is how the messengers will be questioned, because the ones who were sent, the messages to whom it was sent, who received the message, have gone astray, you see. So again, with justice, God is so precise in his justice. It's like tis se miss nahi hota hai. He doesn't miss a tis, doesn't miss a point. What justice, God, what justice. Then most certainly will relate to them with knowledge, and we were not absent. Okay, so at least you know the signs of Allah with injustice. At least you know that Allah was not absent. He was always a witness. So what does Jesus Christ need to know? Right? You don't have to put it like this, that Jesus Christ is saying, I do not know what is within yourself. Oh my God. At least say that I know that you are the unseen seer. You have the knowledge of the unseen, and you are a witness. Like Prophet Muhammad is saying, if you don't believe in me, Allah is my witness. Allah is my witness. So this kind of answer from Jesus is not logical, not proper. No one knows who Allah is. But no, here we need what came, I know, okay, I'm going to do more contemplation on this, but I tell you, I haven't done justice. Maybe I've faltered to show. This Quran is, okay, here, so this way, and it doesn't make sense to me anymore. So why not bring Jesus Christ now, save the Christians? Bring all to witness right now. Make it Hasher Nasher today. But not that Hasher Nasher that you break our houses and all, Christian houses and all. Just bring Jesus Christ. Everyone today. I can't wait to save people. Why can't you, God, as you are so just? Every era, Jesus Christ, like he comes down, the Sunni hadith about like he is over the throne he took charge. So the Sunni hadith is like he comes down every year or something, istawa on the throne. Sorry, excuse me. I don't mean to be rude. Sorry, fellow Sunni Muslims. But, now I can be rude with my Shias. This is deplorable. You need to get out of this. So I'm helping you every day. I find new verses, come through another way. What do I need? I need you to see diabolicalness, greatest hypocrite. Need you to leave this religion for your own sake. Okay? To reconfirm, affirm that you are divine or something. The guidance is within you. Allah is within you, maybe. To search out the truth after having. Also, maybe I should do that too alongside with this. So, because you could hate me. You could say how terrible she is. She's shouting at us. Sometimes she gives us bad words and all this. What deplorable dumb you are, and like that, right? Shias, So I won't get like wah, praise. I don't want that. Okay? Chota Girgit, thank you for being here. If for that while that you have been here, much grateful to you. And I also need to go and take a break. Thank you very much. God bless you. Have a wonderful day and enjoy life without fear. I hate people who scare people. And I hate that God who would scare people. And you say, He's the creator. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. No. He's not the true one. He's not the true Allah. God loves us. God will not put us in hell. And if we would not even do bad deeds. We are not sinners. If we knew that, what is the Savior? Who is the true Savior? Sorry, Christians, not even Jesus Christ. Right? True Savior is in yourself. That it needs to tell you that you are not a sinner. Okay. So be good. I mean, you don't have to be good. You are good within yourself. Thank you very much. I will come later. God bless you all. Your countries, your people, your friends, much always. Your family members, much always. Have a wonderful, blessed day, full of joy, bliss, and progress, and without fear. You want to take away that fear, manipulation and exploitations, and lies, and control. Teacher, leave those kids alone. Yeah. That song from AC/DC. We don't need no false control. Yeah. Muhammad, Allah and Muhammad, leave my people alone. Yeah. Thank you so much.